Hello, my name is Mordred Viking, and I'd like to welcome you to episode 7 of this Let's Play Crusader Kings II, March of the Vikings. In the last episode, we died. Mordred II is now in charge of the Duchy of Austergautland, and we are amazing, quite frankly. We're a brilliant strategist, brave, diligent, and chaste. Not quite so good, although it does give us extra learning and piety, which are completely irrelevant at the moment. We are currently trying to take over Chust. I thought we were. Are we not? No, yes, we found that we have a rival here. Alpha, the cleansing flame of Vestermanland, who we are currently trying to squish. And also, my wife is being unfaithful, and apparently we can find out if she has any lovers through the Relations tab. She does not. I guess she was this guy's concubine or something? Well, they were lovers of some kind anyway, but she's now married into my family, so I think she was pregnant before we actually got married, so I'll forgive her this once. However, it happens again, she's out of here. Right, what are we doing? We are currently fighting wars, apparently. Yes, that's right. And we've won. Taking more and more land. Hopefully we get given some titles, that'll be very nice. After being skillfully treated by the court physician, my half-sister Mordred is feeling much better. Perhaps he is deserving of some praise. Yeah, it's only 1 gold, we can afford that. Can we improve anything? Oh, and we need to send the levies home as well. We are already upgrading the market town, and you need to return home so I can disband you. And so you're not costing me any more money, because currently you are. My friend's friend is also my friend, a motto I try to live by, and sometimes that is an easy truth. A friend of a friend was introduced, and I immediately felt a connection with this stranger. Ragnar Lodbrok, my brother-in-law. I have a feeling that this guy might just be destined for great things. So his stats are a bit rubbish. Historically, Ragnar Lodbrok was like one of the most powerful Danish kings, I think. Intricate web weaver, brawny, diligent, patient, cynical, trusting, lustful, lunatic. Oh, he's a lunatic. That's not good. And he is only 26. Really, he's kind of rubbish considering how famous he was. Like, he even has a Wikipedia link. He was a bit of a legend, I believe. Yeah, I think we should be friends with the raving lunatic. I think I'd rather be friends than enemies. Ragnar Munsau frowned upon my suggestion to arrange another meeting. Clearly he's not interested in making friends. Rejected my friendship. The more I think about it, the more ridiculous it seems. A Jarl having a rival so much beneath me, it seems a bit silly to hold him as my rival. You're the dude who got my wife pregnant, aren't you? Yeah. No. I never forget enemies. The rise of the Shia. The schism at the heart of Islam dates back to its earliest days. The majority of Sunnis have long persecuted the followers of Ali, the Shias forcing them into hiding. The partisans of Ali look to his descendants for leadership, but they are forced to keep their ancestry secret. Now, though, the Shias are mobilizing their strength behind a boy who they claim to be Ali's rightful heir and imam. Other Islamic jurists claim that the boy is clearly a fraud, but to his followers he is a person they have been waiting for, and now they flock to his banner. Nothing can possibly come wrong out of this schism. That is actually a schism which is alive and well today. You have the Sunnis and the Shia, who don't particularly like each other. Just kind of waiting for things to happen. Especially this fabrication, so I can go and squish him. Yeah, I should have troops enough now. Market town is being built in Gotland. Fantogasmic. We are still earning money, and in fact, the amount of money we are earning should go up. We cannot yet build a market city because we need town infrastructure at least level 1. We could, however, build the hill fort, which would increase the size of our levy, and also the... Frederick has made me a promise that I would bury him can't talk. Frederick has made me promise I would bury him properly, and I keep my promises. I walked beside his coffin to Frederick's last rest, and the wailing of the mourners was almost more than I could bear. He died too young. Yes, he was only 48. He was pretty good at his job. One less mouth to feed. Harsh. You will not be forgotten. Apparently we have an extremely pious ruler. And we do indeed have a space for a new spymaster. And we want our spymaster to be someone who's good at intrigue, but also loyal. And Hala is unbelievably loyal, as she is our mother. Which also means that we now have 3 loyalists on the council, which basically means anything that I want to pass on the council in instantly succeed. Which is quite nice. So I could actually go to high tribal organization, and it would immediately pass. My vassals won't like it, but I can then imprison, banish, and execute. Actually, are there any of these I can change? No, because we are tribal. You cannot change any of these while you are tribal. Interesting. Changing inheritance? Nope, because we are also still tribal. I wonder how I I think I switch away from tribal when I actually get maximum tribal organization. Enables absolute centralization laws for dukes and above. Allows the adopting of feudalism, which would be nice. So yes, I think we're going to go to high. And most of my people should vote this through. 3 plus me, 4. That means 2 dissenting voices. There we go. It goes through. Marvellous! So yeah, I'm kind of getting the hang of this council thing. You just need people who really, really like you, or are blood relatives. Okay, Mother. I would like you to scheme here, so you discover any plots against me, because I do have enemies. And we are only 17. My steward, Torbrander, tells me that his efforts at praising my name have met with success. Marvellous. We're actually getting a pretty good amount of prestige. Start of the Viking Age! It started really early. I think it started a year later than it could possibly have started, because I think it goes all the way up to 800 and something. The centralization of power in Scandinavia, along with the rapid population expansion, has begun to drive its denizens to look beyond the home shores in earnest. New developments in shipbuilding, an adventurous spirit, and a fearless belief in the gods are now taking Norse seafarers across the sea towards distant lands. They arrive as traders, raiders, and conquerors, and they call themselves Vikings. The Viking Age begins. Norse countries, that's us, receive shipyards and increased shipbuilding technology. Characters of Germanic religion now get new casus bellis. This means we can raid. This means we're going raiding. Let's raise the levies, group you all together. Raise the shippy levies, which I can't apparently do. Why can't I do that? I have a shipbuilder. I have 18 galleys. Where are they? No, really, where are they? Fleet levies. Raise vassal fleets. Why can't I raise my own? Oh, because we haven't built them yet. Right. Interesting. I did want to build an earth hill fort so we could get a larger levy, and I still kind of want to do that. Yeah. Although I'd also like a larger shipbuilder, but I can't afford that yet. Although I could get technology, shipbuilding is now level 2, I could upgrade that even more. That would allow me to get level 2 shipyards, which gives me 4% more galleys. It's expensive though. Additionally, I could improve my heavy infantry, my light infantry, and my military organisation, so my armies generally fight harder. I can still afford the shipbuilding. Is it a prestige building or a gold building? It will not tell me. I think I'm going to save my resources actually, especially if I'm well on the way to getting max tribal organization, because I'd be quite happy to become feudal at this point. We will tell you to stand down, so I'm not paying for you. It does leave the special guys. The Varangian Guard! Leon, the great king of the Greeks, is distraught over poor mettle of his countrymen. Knowing well our skill in battle, he has decided to form a bodyguard consisting solely of Norse warriors. Those who serve him in the great city of Miklagard are generously rewarded, and even now many of our young men, eager for riches and adventure, have departed for Greece to pick up his banner. The Varangian Guard is formed. The Varangians are brilliant. They have some really, really cool stories about them, actually. Historically, they were the bodyguards of the Byzantine emperor, and the reason for that is because by the nature of Byzantine politics, the emperor could not trust his own countrymen. So he brought in a bunch of Norse warriors who were A, interested in honor, and B, interested in money. So long as he kept the money flowing, they were perfectly happy to serve him. Unfortunately for the Byzantine emperors, the contract they had with the Varangians was that they were loyal to the throne and not to the man. So one time a guy sat on the throne, ordered them to kill the emperor, and they did, because they were loyal to the throne. That was the letter of their contract. So they had some power in Byzantine Empire, but they were renowned warriors. And for example, the Hagia Sophia, the massive cathedral in Istanbul now, has actually got some Norse graffiti on it. For example, Halfdan was here, or something like that, in runic, and that was probably from the Varangians who were in Constantinople. But how did they get to Constantinople? I mean, like, sweet Scandinavia is up here, so all the way around here. No, actually, no, you go by the rivers, something like that. Which is why cities like Novgorod were so important, because Novgorod, being here somewhere, here, was on a big lake. So basically the Vikings sailed through to here. That was one of their stop-off points. They'd sail down here, across some of the land barriers. That's what these dotted lines mean. It means you can actually move ships between them. Across down here, Kiev, that was the second stopping off place, known as Konugard, down through the other rivers, and then here they are in the Black Sea. Which is why these rivers here were extremely important trade routes in the Viking world. And that is also what brought the Vikings to Russia. And I think I've told you that story before of how the Rus got their name. Russia. The Rus tribe in Sweden. Cool. Onwards. And in this you can get events where you become a Varangian, which gives you all kinds of benefits. Is that actually a decision? No, I think it's just an event. But some rulers like Harald Hardrada, the last Viking king of Norway, or considered the last Viking king of Norway, was a former Varangian, and that is how he got a lot of his power and money, which he used to invade England, where he was defeated by Harold Godwinson at the Battle of Stamford Bridge. Godwinson himself was then eventually defeated by William the Conqueror in 1066 at the Battles of Hastings. Although that is still 200 and something years away. 270 years. Right, do I have any boats yet? I want some boats. One boat! It'll do. How do I... No navies present large enough to transport army. Load capacity 100 per ship. Okay. Good to know. So yes, I'm going to tell you to depart, because I think you're just going to get upset and cost me prestige. One child lacks education. Focus. You are 12, and you have a really good stats. You are mostly martial, stewarding, and intrigue, so maybe I'll make you an intrigue. Oh, yours conscientiousness, haughty, and playful. Playful gives you a bonus. You have neither rowdy or affectionate. Haughty doesn't give you any bonuses. You don't want haughty, apparently. But yeah, you definitely seem to be a intrigue person, which will make you. And why are you unhappy with me? Oh no, you're just a powerful vassal who doesn't currently have a place on the council. You want to see it on the council, you're a title claimant. We have high tribal organization. Yeah, you really don't like me, which is unfortunate. Which is why I have my mother scheming to make sure that no plots get through and have me murderized. Terrain is key to winning battles. If I focus my studies, I believe I can master the tactics of one type of terrain. would say that forests and hills are my domain. Possibly the cold and snow of winter. No, forests and hills. This is Scandinavia. This is Scandinavia! 2 ships, 200 men. Still not enough. In fact, now that I've got rid of the small army, I'm going to need even more to raise. Or to carry my big army. Levy reinforcements, plus 50%. I hope that counts for ships. Because it's the ships that's holding me back right now. And then we can go a Viking. Huzzah. You've been at peace for too long. Yeah, I know. Shush. Can I get a retinue yet? No. Retinue cap usage 600. I currently have a cap of 45. And the Housecarl retinue is amazing. 200 heavy infantry really packs a wallop. They're quite a bit cheaper than this one, the shock retinue with heavy infantry and archers. Although this one is also really strong, the cavalry one with the 50 heavy cavalry and 200 light cavalry. Heavy cavalry is just really good. Torbrandir is no longer the steward. Damn it, he was good. He was also one of my really potent people. I could make Klaus a council member. And you know what? I think I will. You are a glory hound, you are a powerful vassal, which does make you happy. Furthermore, I am going to award you an honorary title. I'm going to make you my Merskmandir. And... Oh, I can't do that. Never mind. I was going to make him a Housecarl. But Merskmandir is better, and that has raised his opinion sufficiently where I don't think he is going to be particularly troublesome. A small spear throwing competition could be entertaining, and it's also a great way to enliven your battle technique. Maybe you should arrange a contest at your court. Yes, I think I shall. What a good idea. Everyone attending the spear throwing competition seems to be having a great time. They are partaking in a contest, conversing and laughing together. Perhaps the merriment is a bit too much, as a spear is carelessly hurled into a field as someone is still out there, measuring the distance between the previous throw. Uh-oh. Klaus gains the trait mangled. Klaus gains the trait severely injured. He's my heir. He's my brother. Actually, does he have an heir? He does not. I am his heir. That's not necessarily a bad thing, because if he dies, I inherit his county, which makes me have 2 counties again. After dozens of spears have been hurled through the air, a sole victor emerges. No one managed to throw further than Klaus of Outland. Congratulations to Klaus. He gains 50 prestige, and I lose 5. That's fine, he's my brother. Violence seems to be able to solve all of your problems. Life is easier when you simply smash things into oblivion. No submission. I gain the trait Wrath, which is fine, because it gives me more martial skill. Less intrigue, less diplomacy, but meh. I have now got more martial, I think, than my father did. Which bodes very well for when it comes to actually doing some raiding and stuff. Speaking of raiding, how's my fleet doing? 500 men. I can raise 1,200, therefore I need 12 ships. Alright. You have a new heir. If your character dies, you will play as Voldemar. Chief Test Saga is no longer Spy Master for Jarl. Wait, did I just die? No, my brother died. Oh, his council changed. Which gives me the 2 counties. Like I said, not necessarily a bad thing, although it does mean I... Oh no, I do still have an heir. It's just my younger brother, who is not a bastard. Okay. Steward. I need a new steward. Who's good at stewarding? Let's have a look at the council. Because we do have someone who's a lot better at intrigue, which is Saga. Was she my brother's wife? I think she might have been. Man, you have an amazing diplomacy skill. But I don't think women can be the Chancellor unless they kind of usurp the position. Oh, and stewards can't be women either. Damn it. Continue 8 currently. Why did I choose you over Hrodgar? Not sure. Hrodgar is better. Master Seducer. Wait. A chaste Master Seducer. That's a combination that shouldn't be possible, surely. Haha, interesting. See, Rögnvalde is not too bad. Do we have a better learning? We do. In fact, Rögnvalde could be my seer. So this guy is super positive right now. Your content. No, content is good because you give me positive bonuses. I think you probably are the best steward right now. Continue to build my legend, if you would mind. And we will continue fabricating a claim on Westerman land. So I probably should do it on Just, so I can take that title for myself as well. Dear son-in-law, your wisdom and mercy are legendary. I'd like to give you a seat in my council and therefore offer you the title of steward. But I'm a military man. Yeah, I'll take it. Who's your marshal? I'm better than him. Oh well. Does mean I won't die on a battlefield, I guess. Pick an ambition. Right, because I actually completed my ambition, which was to become a councilman. Acquire a title. Jarl Mordred II wants to acquire more land and another title, increasing the influence and power in the realm. Gains any title from liege. I think that's the one I want. My ambitions are clear. New decisions are available. Ask liege for a title. Not until we actually conquer something. And next important, how many ships do I have? Ooh, we have 12. Raise the ships! Right, because I have 2 provinces now. Double the shipping. We'll raise your army, we'll group you together, and we will stick you on the thingy. Fleet. You guys, you are not currently being led by anyone because I probably don't have a commander because I just made my commander my seer. Damn it! Do I really not have anyone else in my court who can fight? I've already got my 2 military traits. That was one of the reasons I wanted to be marshal, so I can get my 2nd trait, but I've already got it, so not quite as relevant. So I would like to get the Viking trait. That'd be nice. Or Berserker. What was I doing? Oh yeah, military. I need minor titles. I need commanders. Steward, you're just a courtier. Corbion, you're strength 9. I'll take you. Strength 7, you're also a courtier. There we go, we now have 2 commanders, one of whom can command my raiding party. Congratulations. Right, let's go. I think we should hit England, because there's loads of money over there, particularly in Kent, if I remember right. Now, the important thing to note here is I will choose this province, for example. This bar here is the important bit when it comes to raiding. This line shows the fortification, so basically just by raiding you can take all the money up to here, and then you actually have to take the castle to take that final piece. So as fortifications improve, this line goes up. So in the beginning of the game, like now, this line is really low down, so you can make a boatload of money without sieging anything down. But later on, as fortifications improve, you will need to siege a lot more, and then ultimately I think you can actually protect the entire province. You will notice that there is a 0.0 out of 1.5. That 1.5 is the maximum amount of money you can take from this province. So with that line being where it is, we can take up to 11. You see, max loot 15, possible loot 11. We are a tribal. That means we have nothing in terms of loot. Like, even if we were going through Finland, I think the most valuable province was this one with 5.8. However, if we go over here to England and say Kent, 41. We can loot up to 18 because their fortifications are a bit better from Kent. We can loot Nothing from Sussex because it's already been conquered. We can loot 14 from Wessex. We can take 18 from Dorset. We can take nothing from Devon. 18 from Cornwall. Nothing from London. Nothing from Surrey. 11 from Essex. 11 from Suffolk. Ooh, 21 from Norfolk. That's looking rather juicy. 18 from Lindsay. It's Lincoln, surely. York's already been looted. You see that's gone black. As has Durham. So I think we need to go to Norfolk. The East Gatish fleet will sail to the Wash. And this is when we do need to slow things down, because there are a couple of factors which will reduce your chance of actually taking any loot. The first one being you actually need to be in looting stance, which we are currently not. So we need to sail back to Gotland, so I actually do that. My bad. Alright, so you've arrived home. We need to press this button to say we are looting. We then need to get onto the ships, and then we need to sail over. Okay. You'll notice that there is a bar here, and this is saying how much this fleet can actually carry in terms of money. So long as your fleet is parked adjacent to a province that you are looting, you will take money from it. So in fact, Westermanland, my nice little... Oh no, they're not my rival. Is currently looting Norfolk, so I wouldn't get as much money. I wouldn't get as much money from them. So this area is probably going to get absolutely demolished by raiders. And then the other thing is you can in fact sail down the rivers. And some of these can become extremely valuable. Maybe not quite the tribal stuff, but if we look here in Germany, Hamburg, not so much. Okay, these are all tribal. Oh, here we go. Brandenburg. We can get 9 from Brandenburg. If we go to Holland, 20. Oh, wait, we're going to Holland. Yeah, of course, the Netherlands is worth a lot of money. 25 from Breda. We're going to go and raid the Franks. King Sigurd created the earldom of Helsingland. Interesting. Okay, so we have arrived here, and we're going to jump off in Holland. Now, the other thing that we need to look out for is retinues. And that you can normally tell by a little shield like this. And that basically says there is an army present, though they may not currently be hostile, or here in York. That's currently a Northumbrian revolt, 39 out of 357 units. We could kill that easy. Eric, who's actually one of ours, 442, but we wouldn't need to kill it. Later on, retinues can become huge, so you do need to worry about that. You also need to worry a little bit about local levy sizes, because if you do attack somewhere like Holland and they're the duke of like this entire area, then they could raise a massive army and just squish you. However, in this stage of the game, that is not very likely. So we're going to jump off. Here we go. Raiders of Godi Frederick. He's another raider, so irrelevant to us. So we jump off into Holland. Boom. We are now in Holland. And if we press this button, this bar will now slowly go down. And we need to stay very, very wary of enemy armies coming in. And you will notice that this bar is slowly filling up with all the loot that we are recovering. So long as you have a fleet in an adjacent sea province or an adjacent river province, then you can get the money out. Now you'll see they've just raised some armies. That's probably to try and squish one of the raiders. We have a large raiding army, so I'm not too concerned. But this guy with only 300 men, he might get squished on by this Frankish army coming over. In fact, no, they seem to... Yeah, no, there you go. They're going after Breda. So we do need to kind of keep an eye on this. Okay, Holland has been looted, so we need to go somewhere else. While pondering over his guest list for a banquet, I wondered if I should invite one of my friends. Yes. Stricht has a bit of money. Helra has been looted. And looks like Friesland could be looted. What about West Friesland? West Friesland has been partially looted, so we're going to go into Stricht. And we're going to loot that. And we're going to do the same thing. Now basically, this bar keeps on going down. This bar, and you can actually see a little bar there to see precisely how much money you have, goes up. And once this hits 130, we sail back home. As soon as we get home, boom, money's paid in. We earn 130. You might need to pay some of that off to your liege. I'm not entirely sure about that. I don't remember. But that is how the Vikings make redonkulous amounts of money at this stage in the game, and that is why the Vikings become so powerful, because they can hire mercenaries, they can go on massive killing sprees, they have loads of money to upgrade their fiefs and provinces. They just get really, really strong. Good times. I'm so happy the Viking Age is here. Yes, this is when we really take off. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. If you are enjoying the series, then please do hit that like button if you haven't done so already. Please do consider subscribing as well. If you have any tips or advice for me, then please do let me know in the comment section below, or even if you just want to talk about stuff, comment on things, ask me questions, anything like that, please do say so in the comments. I do try and respond to pretty much everything there. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll catch you next time. Goodbye.